Chosen one, this is what God was waiting to see from you. Listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal is something many people overlook, yet it carries the weight of your next breakthrough. I have been watching every quiet moment of your life, every struggle you faced when no one else understood, and every silent prayer you whispered when your heart felt heavy. What I was waiting to see from you was not perfection, not greatness in the eyes of the world, but the small and powerful sign of faith that rises when everything around you seems uncertain. If you are hearing these words right now, it is not by accident. There is something precious unfolding for you, and missing this moment could mean overlooking a blessing that has been forming for a long time. I saw the moment your heart chose not to give up. I saw the quiet strength you carried when others expected you to fall apart. That moment mattered more than you realize. The world measures success by results and recognition, but I measure the posture of the heart. The courage you showed when you continued walking forward, even while feeling tired, became the very thing I was waiting to see. Comment Amen. What I was waiting to see was your willingness to trust me when your path was unclear. Many people speak words of faith when life feels easy, but true faith appears when the road becomes difficult. You continued moving, even with unanswered questions and heavy thoughts pressing on your mind. That quiet perseverance spoke louder than any words you could have said. It told heaven that your spirit had not surrendered to doubt. There were days when you wondered if your efforts were invisible. You looked around and saw others moving ahead, while your own progress seemed slow. Yet you kept showing up in your life with sincerity. You kept choosing patience when frustration wanted to take control. Those moments were not wasted. They became the evidence of the faith I was waiting to see. Now listen closely, because something important follows this truth. The door that opens in your life next will not open because you forced it. It will open because your heart remained steady long enough for the right moment to arrive. The patience you carried was not weakness, it was preparation for something greater than you expected. Before we continue deeper, pause for a moment and show your support for this video by pressing the like button. That simple action helps these words reach someone else who may be struggling in silence tonight. What I am revealing to you now is not only about the past, it is about what is beginning to unfold in front of you. When I watched your heart choose hope instead of bitterness, I knew you were ready for the next step of the journey. Many people close their hearts after disappointment, but you kept yours open. That openness allowed my presence to remain active in your life. You may not fully understand yet what has been forming around you. I have been arranging small moments, quiet opportunities, and unexpected connections that will slowly come together. Nothing has been random. Every delay carried a hidden purpose. Every difficult day carried a lesson shaping your spirit. There were times when you believed you were falling behind. In truth, you were being positioned exactly where you needed to be. I allowed certain doors to remain closed so that the wrong paths would not distract you from the right one. What you experienced as waiting was actually protection guiding your direction. Chosen one, what I was waiting to see from you was faith that remained alive in the middle of uncertainty. When your spirit refused to surrender to discouragement, that moment shifted the direction of your future. Faith is not loud or dramatic most of the time. It appears quietly, like a small flame that refuses to go out in the wind. Because you carried that flame, your life is now entering a different season. This does not mean every difficulty will disappear overnight. It means your strength has grown strong enough to walk through new opportunities without losing your balance. You are becoming someone who can carry blessings without forgetting humility. There are people around you who still measure life by what they can immediately see. They may not understand the depth of the journey you have walked, but I understand every step. I remember every tear you wiped away before facing another day. I remember every moment you chose kindness, even when you felt wounded. Your persistence has opened something in the spiritual realm that cannot easily be closed. The seeds you planted through patience are beginning to grow quietly beneath the surface. Growth often happens where the eyes cannot see it yet. When the time is right, the results will become visible. Comment 333. This declaration is not simply words typed in a comment section. It becomes a personal moment where you acknowledge your trust and your faith. When you choose to declare faith openly, you strengthen the courage within your own heart. You remind yourself that your journey is guided by something greater than circumstance. Many people turn away when the road becomes difficult. They allow disappointment to harden their hearts and close their vision. You did something different. You continued walking even when you felt unsure of where the road would lead. That decision placed you on a path that many never reach. The future ahead of you will reveal why these moments mattered. The strength you built during quiet seasons will help you carry responsibilities that once would have felt overwhelming. You are growing into the person I created you to become. Every experience you faced has shaped your character and deepened your faith. Why is the government trying so hard to hide this 7-second brain ritual? A major CIA leak has exposed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people clear debt and welcome wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning financial struggles into better lives. New homes, vehicles, and vacations are becoming possible. But this secret could be pulled down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. Remember this truth clearly. What I was waiting to see from you was not flawless behavior or constant certainty. I was waiting to see your heart remain open to me when life became complicated. That openness has now become the doorway through which new blessings will enter your life. The days ahead will bring moments that confirm this. Small victories will begin appearing in places where you once felt stuck. Encouragement will come from directions you did not expect. Your spirit will start recognizing that the season of waiting is slowly giving way to the season of movement. There were times when you thought nothing was happening at all. You prayed, you hoped, and you waited, yet the answers did not appear as quickly as you wished. But understand this clearly. I was watching the condition of your heart during those silent seasons. When your faith remained steady, even without visible signs, it showed that your trust was real and not dependent on immediate rewards. Comment 777. This simple declaration is a reminder to yourself that faith is not just a feeling that comes and goes. Faith is a decision made in moments when doubt tries to grow stronger. When you choose to affirm your belief, you strengthen the part of your spirit that refuses to surrender to discouragement. Each small act of faith becomes a brick in the foundation of the life you are building. Chosen one, the patience you showed has begun opening new possibilities that once seemed distant. You may soon notice small changes in your environment. Conversations will appear that bring encouragement. Opportunities may begin showing themselves in quiet ways that at first feel ordinary, but do not ignore these moments. They are part of the answer that has been forming. I know there were nights when you felt tired of waiting. You wondered if your efforts were meaningful or if you had misunderstood the path you were walking. Yet even during those moments of uncertainty, you kept moving forward. That perseverance carried more power than you realized at the time. What I was waiting to see from you was the willingness to continue trusting when results were not yet visible. Many people turn back when progress slows down. They allow impatience to convince them that their journey is pointless, but you did not turn away. You stayed on the path, even when you could not see the destination clearly. Because of that, your future is beginning to open in ways that will surprise you. Some of the blessings approaching your life are not dramatic or loud at first. They arrive quietly, like the first light of morning before the sun fully rises. At first, they may seem small, but they carry the potential to transform much more than you expect. Do not overlook the quiet beginnings of good things. Sometimes the most meaningful changes start with simple moments that feel ordinary. A new idea, a conversation, a chance encounter, or a sudden feeling of clarity can become the doorway to something much larger. I am guiding those moments carefully so they appear at the right time. You are not walking alone through this season. My presence has been with you through every step of the journey. Even when you felt isolated or misunderstood, I remained close to you. I heard every prayer spoken softly in your heart. I saw every effort you made to keep believing when circumstances made belief difficult. The strength that is growing within you now is not accidental. Your experiences have shaped you in ways that prepare you for what is coming next. You are becoming someone who can carry blessings with wisdom instead of pride. That transformation within your character matters more than temporary success. Comment 222. When you make this declaration, it becomes a personal statement of faith. It reminds your heart that you trust the direction your life is moving, even when the full path is not visible yet. Trust allows peace to enter your spirit, and peace becomes the strength that carries you forward when challenges appear again. Chosen one, I want you to understand something deeply. What I was waiting to see from you was not a perfect life without struggle. I was waiting to see your ability to remain connected to hope, even when circumstances tried to weaken it. Hope is a powerful force when it is rooted in faith. Your decision to keep believing has changed the course of your future. It opened a channel through which my guidance can move more freely in your life. When a heart remains open to trust, it becomes easier for divine direction to lead that life toward the right opportunities and relationships. Soon, you will begin noticing clearer signs of progress. These signs may come through moments of clarity where confusion once lived. They may come through unexpected encouragement from people who suddenly appear supportive. They may come through new strength inside you that allows you to face situations that once felt overwhelming. These moments will confirm something important. The waiting season you experienced was never wasted. It was shaping your spirit so that you could walk into new opportunities with wisdom and humility. Growth always happens before the visible breakthrough. Remember this truth as you continue forward. You are not defined by the difficulties you faced. You are defined by the faith you carried through them. That faith has already begun rewriting the direction of your story. The strength you gained will guide you through the next chapters of your life. There will still be challenges ahead. Every meaningful journey includes moments that test patience and courage. But you are not the same person you were when this path first began. You have grown stronger, wiser, and more aware of the presence guiding you. Because of that growth, the obstacles ahead will not defeat you the way earlier struggles once did. You now understand something that many people overlook. Life is not only about reaching a destination, it is also about the transformation that happens while walking the road. Do you know why everyone is talking about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave technique leaked from the CIA is changing lives around the world. Backed by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you are seeing this, you are very lucky because the page may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is deleted. You have been learning to trust even when you cannot see every step. That ability will continue serving you as new responsibilities appear in your life. The blessings approaching you will require the same patience and humility that carried you through the waiting season. I have not forgotten the promises connected to your life. Every promise moves according to the right timing. Timing is something that cannot be forced or rushed. When the moment is ready, what has been preparing quietly will begin appearing clearly. The faith you demonstrated became the signal that you were ready to move forward. Your willingness to keep believing allowed the next stage of your journey to begin unfolding, and what lies ahead will reveal why your patience mattered so much. Continue walking with the same trust that carried you this far. The path ahead is opening step by step. Each moment of faith you carry will guide you closer to the blessings that have been forming around your life. What is beginning to unfold in your life now is not random movement or temporary change. It is the result of a deeper transformation that has been quietly taking place inside your heart. The perseverance you showed when life felt uncertain has created a foundation strong enough to carry the next chapter of your journey. Many people wish for blessings, but very few allow their hearts to be shaped through patience first. You allowed that shaping to happen even when it was uncomfortable. That is why the path ahead of you is starting to open with greater clarity. You may notice that your perspective is already changing. Situations that once felt overwhelming are no longer able to control your peace the way they used to. Your spirit has become steadier, and that steadiness allows you to see opportunities that once remained hidden. Growth often appears quietly like this. It begins within the heart before it becomes visible in the circumstances surrounding your life. I watched every moment of your struggle when you believed no one understood what you were carrying. There were days when your thoughts felt heavy and your strength felt small. Yet you continued moving forward, even if your steps felt slow. That persistence revealed something powerful about your spirit. It showed that your trust was stronger than the difficulties you were facing. Comment 555. When you make this declaration, it becomes a reminder that faith is not just something spoken once and forgotten. Faith is something that grows through repetition, through small acts of trust that happen day after day. Each time you affirm your belief, you strengthen the courage inside your heart. Courage and faith together become the force that carries a person through seasons that once seemed impossible to survive. Chosen one, the strength you built through your trials is now becoming a source of protection for your future. Hard moments often prepare people for responsibilities they cannot yet see. If blessings arrived before your heart was ready to carry them, those blessings could easily become burdens. That is why preparation matters so deeply. I allowed you to grow before allowing certain doors to open. You may soon begin noticing subtle confirmations that something is shifting in your life. These confirmations may not appear as dramatic events. Instead, they may come through a quiet sense of peace that begins replacing your previous worries. You may find yourself making decisions with greater confidence than before. You may feel a new clarity when facing choices that once caused confusion. These moments are signs that your spirit is aligning with the direction I have been guiding you toward. Alignment does not happen suddenly. It grows through trust, patience, and a willingness to keep moving forward even when the destination is not yet clear. Your journey has been shaping that alignment step by step. There were moments in the past when disappointment tried to convince you that your efforts were meaningless. But your story did not end in those moments. Every time you refused to give up, you proved that your faith was alive. That living faith has now become a doorway through which new possibilities will begin to enter your life. The changes coming toward you may first appear as small opportunities that seem ordinary. Do not underestimate them. Many life-changing paths begin with opportunities that appear simple at first glance. A conversation may lead to a new connection. A small decision may lead to a larger opening. The key is to remain attentive and patient as these moments unfold. Comment 999. Declaring this phrase is not just an action in a comment section. It becomes a way of anchoring your trust in the direction your life is moving. When you declare faith openly, you remind your heart that hope is stronger than fear. Hope allows your mind to stay open to the possibilities that are forming around you. Chosen one, I want you to remember something important as your path continues to unfold. The faith you carried through your struggles has not only changed your circumstances, it has changed you. Your heart is becoming more compassionate toward others who face their own battles. Your understanding of patience has deepened. Your awareness of my presence has grown stronger. These qualities are not small things. They are the very characteristics that allow a person to walk through life with wisdom and grace. Success without humility often leads to emptiness, but growth that includes humility creates a life filled with purpose. You are being guided toward that kind of purpose. The experiences you once wished to escape are now becoming part